Drake was spotted in North Carolina on September 24th, 2025 in Pender County, North Carolina. And yes, it's one of these. So apparently, at 11 p.m., some guy was heading home at 11 p.m. with his pickup truck in Pender County, North Carolina. And then basically, he called 911 because he saw someone bleeding on the side of the road. So basically, he gave the guy who was injured gave him a blank stare. Here, so basically, he was either concussed or he had brain damage. And then after he drives by it, he says you can, in the 911 call, you can hear a thud on his truck, and then he looks backwards, and then in the call you can hear him scream, "That's not human! That's not human!" And basically, I know it's not gonna show the video, but I'm just gonna show y'all the audio.
That's not human! That's not human!
It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
That was some of the audio. "That's not human! That's not human!" was the moment it jumped on the back of his truck. So basically, the way he basically survived, which I don't know how he turned on the bed lights to get a good look at what it was, and he slammed on the brakes to try to get it off his truck, and he ended up being successful. Well, because when he hit the brakes, the quote rake was thrown over the top of his truck, and apparently it landed on his hood, and then it fell on the road, and then he took off after that. So if you live in Pender County, North Carolina, near Route 210 by the Black River, you're basically screwed. I would not recommend going hunting or fishing there, because by what you heard, actually, I want y'all to hear the thud.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like life was moving on.
Pender County, North Carolina, a place known for its down-home hospitality, rich history, and scenic coastline. But beneath the charm lies something far less inviting, something most don't know about. Hidden in the quiet pine forests and rural back roads are stories whispered by locals, tales of the unexplained, and sometimes the unimaginable. Today we're in Curry, North Carolina, and this ordinary stretch of road, Highway 210, it was once the setting for one of the most unnerving incidents ever reported in the county's history. A man was making his way home, driving the rural back roads of Pender County. In a 911 call just minutes later, a driver reported what he believed was a man bleeding on the side of the road.
Pender County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
He told Pender County Dispatch that he'd been traveling somewhere between 55 and 60 miles an hour, making it difficult to clearly identify what he thought he had seen. But then just seconds after the call began, his evening took quite a turn.
I'm kind of in the middle of the woods at the moment.
Yes, sir. I'm familiar with the area.
What the?
What was that, sir?
I don't know if y'all heard it.
I'm kind of in the middle of the woods at the moment.
Yes, sir. I'm familiar with the area.
What the?
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the back!
basically, this is what he saw. I'm guessing. Hang on. Feet tall. Apparently, he saw what I can best describe as this. And for his generation of life, I obviously know he didn't know what it was. Because he's not familiar with the lore or like whatever else it was. So you have nightmares tonight, you know why.